The last several months have been tough for thousands of Hoosier families who are mourning the loss of a loved one to COVID-19 while celebrating the life and memory of their relative. The people who have died from this deadly virus are more than just a statistic in daily health reports. They're people who have made a difference. WRTV's Alyssa Donovan shares the story of a man who, even in death, is still impacting lives.
Charles Henderson was a family man, working hard to give his wife and 2 daughters a happy life.
My dad was the provider of the family and worked so my mom could stay home with me and my younger sister.
Even building the family's house with his own 2 hands.
He was our protector.
Henderson ran his own business, and even with all the work, his daughter Amy Sloan remembers he was very involved in her and her sister's lives.
He was our baseball coach. He would take the whole team out for Dairy Queen after every win.
After heart surgery in 2006, Henderson stopped working. The past few years, spending his days looking after his grandchildren.
And he kind of then played the stay-at-home grandpa role. And
everything changed at the end of March. Henderson was having trouble breathing. His wife took him to the hospital. The first few days, the family FaceTimed with him, and he seemed okay. But then he was placed on a ventilator. His health spiraled from there.
And then every couple days, just another organ had failed. Another organ had failed.
Just after midnight on April 10th, a nurse called
and said, "It's time. We need to unplug the machines." And I did not want him to die alone without at least being on the telephone.
Sloan stayed on the phone as the nurse turned off the machines that were keeping her father alive. Charles Henderson was 64 years old. Sloan feels some responsibility for what happened to her father.
So much guilt.
But she and the family have found several ways to honor her dad.
We still go camping every other weekend in his honor, in his memory.
And by wearing these when they go out, masks that read Charlie Charlie.
His little nickname was Charlie Charlie because he always said just silly things and everybody would just say, "Charlie Charlie."
At first, Sloan just made the masks for her family, but friends kept asking for them to wear in honor of Henderson. So she's passed out close to 80 masks with the slogan.
People are wearing them now when they get their vaccine in honor of Charlie Charlie, and it just makes me smile to see the huge impact that he had on everyone's life.
I'm Alyssa Donovan, WRTV.
If you've lost someone close to you to COVID-19, connect with us. We want to share their stories so that those taken from us are never forgotten. You can reach us at facesofcovid@wrtv.com.